This video is brought to you by Against the Flow of Mississippi. Against the Flow of Mississippi is a book about Jake Fayard, a Marine veteran who is unhappy with the political machine running the state of Mississippi. He decides to fight the corruption from the inside. Jake will face more challenges than he ever has and will stand up for what he thinks is right. His notoriously hot temper will push him to the edge of murder, along with his friend and brother Kobe Barhanovich. Together, they will fight the system and give the power back to the citizens of Mississippi. Against the Flow of Mississippi is now available on Amazon. A link to the book will be placed in the description below. All right, y'all. So this is what we got going on. I have been fighting, and I have finally got my my LOTW, my logbook of the world, to work with my. Well, I had to fight them to get the TQSL software done, and if you're familiar with logbook of the world, you'll know what I'm talking about. But if not, you have to use their software. You have to get a signed certificate. There's a lot that goes into this. So after months, because I really don't have a whole lot of time, I finally got that doing what it's supposed to do. So job number one done. Got it set up on my new computer, so I'm good here. I'm going to give you a little tour around the station here. Alright. There's my FT 450D. Got my Alinco DX70. Got children's band just to listen. And I've got my little cheap Chinese radio on GMRS. I've also got my Yaesu FTM 300DR. And I've got that listening to a C4 FM repeater here in Jacksonville, Florida. So the way this is going to work is I'm going to show you my screen, and I'm also going to show you my radios over here that you can see in the bottom right hand corner of your screen. I know it's a cheap and dirty setup, but hey, I'm cheap and dirty. What do you expect? I'm a ham operator. We experiment. That's what we do. Anyway, I want to show y'all something. This is more geared for the new technician class operators. Okay? On my radio here, I've got it at 28.470 megahertz. I don't do a lot of 10 meter activity. To show you how much I don't do, as you can tell, this log goes back to 2008. Alright. We'll go ahead and set it up by band. 10 meter sideband. And that's where it ends. I do less on 12 meters, as you will see in a second. Boom, 12. That's all my 12s. 15 I love. Spent a lot of time on 15. Still in 15. We're still scrolling 15. Going further on 15. Compare that to the 10 and 12. Yeah, I spent more time on 15. And even more time on 20 and 40. 17 I got a few. 2 I got a few. 20 I got a bunch. But anyway, just to show you. Just to show that to you. In what I'm doing on 10 meters, or what I have done on 10 meters, this is my logbook. I've got 54, it says countries, but the actual term is DXCC entities, because remember, not all of them are countries, are individual countries. Alaska obviously is not a country, it's a state, but it is a separate DXCC entity. And on 10, I've got 80 worked. That means there's 80 countries that I have had a QSO with on the radio. Most of them are in the technician class portion of the band. Right now, we are at a solar high. I'm going to pull up my website now. If you look at this number right here, where it says SFI, that's your solar flux index. It's at 189. If you also look, it will tell you what that means as far as HF band conditions, where it says 80 and 40 is poor during the day and good at night. 30 and 20 is poor during the day and good at night. 17 and 15 is good day or night. And 12 and 10 meters is good during the day and poor at night. This means that if you're a technician class operator, get on the air. Get on the air, make contacts, get some HF experience. You can literally go onto eBay. I'm going to show you. Type in 10 meter transceiver. And you want one with single sideband. Here's a Radio Shack HTX 10 meter single sideband and FM. It says CB radio, but it's a 10 meter radio. Current bid's at $47. Go on to Amazon, and you can build your own antenna if you want to, but if you don't want to, or maybe you're in a limited space environment, just go in here and type in CB antenna base. This is a good, decent base antenna, 100 watts maximum. I don't put much stock in that 3.5 dBi gain, but hey, it is what it is. It's $109. Here's another one, 5/8 wave. Looks like it comes with a ground plane kit for $94. You're on 10 meters, you're making contacts. Or you could buy an old HF rig and you could still make contacts. I paid $300 for this radio. Now, the band is open. Use it. You got a license for it. I'm going to go down to 460. 28 460 and see if I can hear this Swedish station I just seen spotted. There he is. I'll show you how it's done. Whiskey 5, Bravo, Lima, X-ray. Whiskey 5, Bravo, Lima, X-ray. Whiskey 5, Bravo, Lima, X-ray. Yep, you're 5-7 into Florida. 5-7 into Florida. Roger? You'll notice the band picked up a little bit too. It took me a minute to work him, but you got to have patience. You've got to have patience. And I did remember something. I had my antenna tuner on, and I tuned it for 15 because my antenna that I use does not work on 15 very well without a tuner. So if you saw me hitting the tune button, what I was doing was turning off the tuner, because my antenna does not need tuning on 10 meters. So it took me a few minutes. It took me a few minutes to work him. I had to call him a few times. He also had some guys probably running some power. I'm running 100 watts and a wire. Now, I want to talk to y'all about wires. If y'all want to build a wire antenna, it's simple. It's easy. All you need to do is look up the formula, which is 468 divided by the frequency in megahertz. That's your formula for a half-wave dipole. Add 10% to that figure. Cut it in half. Build a balun, which there's ways online to do that. And start trimming it back once you get it up, and tune it for the center of the center of the band that you want to operate. If you're a technician class operator, you want to operate between 28.3 and 28.5. If you're like me and only do sideband only, you cut it for 28.4, and it will cover most of 10 meters if you do it that way. It's not hard to do. You won't need an antenna tuner. I believe in resonant antennas. Little tips and tricks to get you on the air. Y'all, the bands are hot. Y'all just seen me talk to Sweden, which is 5,000 miles away from where I'm located here in Jacksonville, Florida. Get on the air and make some contacts, y'all. Make it happen. Y'all take care. 73 W5 BLX.